We're going to troubleshoot why your newly installed Windows service isn't showing up in the services list. This is a common problem, and thankfully, there are several things we can check. First, let's verify the installation itself. 1. Make absolutely sure your service actually installed correctly. Check the installer's log files. Most installers create log files detailing the installation process. Look for error messages or warnings. If you used a command line installer, review the command prompt output for any clues. 2. Next, confirm the service is configured correctly. Many times a service might install, but not register itself properly with the system. The service might have a faulty path in its configuration file, an incorrect account name, or missing dependencies. Examine the service's configuration file, often an XML file. Check if the path to the executable is correct and that the account it's running under exists and has the necessary permissions. 3. Let's look at permissions. Does the user account installing the service have the correct privileges to register a new service? Sometimes administrative rights are needed. Try running the installer as an administrator. If that doesn't work, use a different account known to have full admin rights. 4. Now let's check the service's executable. Can you run the service's executable directly? If it crashes or produces an error message, the problem isn't with the service registration, but the service itself. Debug the executable to identify the issue. 5. Services sometimes require specific dependencies. If your service relies on another service, make sure that dependency is running and is healthy. Check the dependencies using the service's application itself. If the dependent service is stopped, start it and retry. 6. Let's check for conflicts. A conflict with another service or software might prevent your service from registering. Try temporarily disabling other recently installed services to see if there's a conflict. Remember to re-enable them afterward. 7. Reboot your system. This sounds simple, but sometimes a simple reboot can solve a lot of strange problems related to Windows services. 8. Finally, if none of the above works, use the service's command line tool, SC. You can use the SC query command to see if the service is registered, even if it's not showing in the graphical services application. If it is registered, you can try restarting it with SC start service _name. If it's not registered, you might need to use SC create to manually register it, which is more advanced and requires accurate configuration parameters. Remember to always consult the documentation for your specific service. These steps should help you figure out why your Windows service isn't appearing in the services list, but if you're still stuck, leave a comment below and we'll do our best to help.